This bag just very well may be your one bag solution. Let's talk about it. Hey friends, I'm John and this is UnPack'D, the place where we unpack every single detail about your favorite bags, EDC and travel related gear. And I'm back again today with another item from Rework. This time it is the Reset System backpack. Now, you may have heard of Rework already, especially if you watched my Toshi Sling review. If you haven't, definitely check that out. The Toshi Sling's making its waves through the carry community as we speak. Worth a watch. But today we're going to focus on the Reset System. So if you're still unfamiliar with Rework, they're a San Francisco-based company that's goal is to build highly functional, very versatile gear that keeps a low profile, low aesthetic, a very urban camouflage, urban styling kind of gear. So keep that in mind as we do the full walkthrough. It's going to help you understand some of the design choices and design languages you're going to see here. So the Reset System consists of 4 items. It's going to be the backpack, the tech case, the essential case, and the laptop case. We'll do a full walkthrough of everything so you can get a good look at it, but utilize the chapters down below if you want to skip ahead and move forward through the review. So what makes this a modular system are these pouches that attach to the front of the backpack. They're utilizing these YKK snaps that you can easily buckle in and unbuckle from the front of the backpack. You can easily slide the buckles out. Simple as that. And that buckle system makes it super easy for you to remove or add these pouches as you need. But we'll walk through each piece individually. Let's go ahead and start with the backpack. So starting with the overall aesthetics of the bag, as you can see, it maintains a classic backpack shape, but it has those rolls of molding webbing on the front that are used to attach those modular pouches. It gives it a little bit of flair. It gives it a little bit of modern techie feel to the bag. I kind of imagine it if like Morpheus and Neo needed to bag to carry some gear through the Matrix, they would be carrying something like this, if not this very backpack. So my overall impression of the quality was pretty good. I didn't find any misaligned stitching, any loose threads upon unboxing this bag. It is manufactured in Vietnam, and like I mentioned in another video, that area of the world seems to be producing high quality bags. All of my made in Vietnam bags are excellent, and this is right on par with all my other bags. So I'm going to go ahead and hit you with the tech specs right up here on the screen. Go ahead and give that a pause if you want to give that a better look. But overall, being 18 inches high and 11 and a half inches across, it's going to be a pretty good sized bag for your taller folk and for your shorter folk. It's going to fit your frame pretty nice in my opinion. Now, coming in at a dry weight of 3 pounds, and if you start throwing on the laptop, the essentials, and the tech case, you're pushing 4 pounds. So much like me, this bag is going to be a little bit of a chunky boy for a 22-liter bag. So the bag is currently only available in one color, black. You're looking at it right here. That's it. I don't know if future colorways are planned, but for now on the website, this is the only color offered available. Now, the entire system can be purchased individually, but the whole thing is going to run you $199. That's right. The entire system with the bag and pouches and all the good stuff, $199. Pretty reasonable price in my opinion for an entire modular system. So what I have here is my personal item sizer box. It's good to know that if you choose to fly with the Reset System, it's going to easily pass as a personal item almost every airline. But always double check with your airline before you fly. Now, one key thing to remember about this Reset System is if you do choose to attach the 2 pouches to the front of the backpack, it will not pass as a personal item. I could not squeeze it in this box. And that's going to put you more of the carry-on scenario, not so much a personal item. So keep that in mind if you choose to attach the 2 modular pouches in the front. So starting with the base material of the bag, it's going to be a 16D Cordura ballistic nylon. So this material is super durable, highly weather resistant. Dust, lint, and pet hair are not going to collect very easy. If they do get something onto this material, easily wipe away. This material is very durable and pretty much overkill for an EDC style, light travel style backpack. So it should be able to handle anything you throw at this bag. So the bag utilizes a combination of YKK zippers, Duraflex adjustable buckles, and Woojin magnetic hardware and gated G-hooks here. So those are all really high quality components and you should have confidence in the quality build of this bag. So touching on the zippers again, all of them are going to be YKK AquaGuard zippers, and that includes all the ones on the modular pouches. So that's going to add to the overall weather resistance and help you ensure that everything inside your bag and inside your modular pouches will hopefully stay dry. The bag does feature 2 external water bottle pockets on each side that can easily accommodate your larger Nalgene style bottles. Now, while this 32-ounce Nalgene is rather tight, it will fit. But knowing that, your other more common bottles like your 26-ounce Yeti Rambler are all going to fit. And of course, your smaller bottles like my 20-ounce mirror are going to be no problem for this backpack. Now, the water bottle pockets do use a pleated system here with an elastic band. So when you're not using the pockets, they maintain that flush design, helping you with the overall aesthetic of the bag. Also, on each side of the bag, you're going to have these compression straps that are easily undoable with this magnetic buckle here. And it is going to include a web keeper to help keep all your excess dangle managed. Now, I thought to myself, on a 22-liter bag, why would you need compression straps? But being that they're so easily to undo, if you were to carry a tripod or some of your larger items or a larger, taller water bottle, you can easily use these to secure those as well. So not so much to compress the bag, although you can also use them for that. On the front of the bag, you're going to have the small Hyperlon tab down at the bottom that's going to contain your Rework logo. That's the only branding anywhere on the bag. And when it's black on black, it's hard to see. It kind of reminds me of something you would see on the Alpaca products. Now, while the branding is present on the front, it's going to be very hard to notice and kind of just blends into the overall bag. So the bag is equipped with 3 handles. You have your top padded handle here, and then along the back, you're going to have a padded handle on each side here to carry in duffel mode. And I like that they put one on each side so that it makes it easier for your left-handed, right-handed people when trying to, manipulate this bag in and out of a trunk or in an overhead bin or even underneath the seat. On the back panel, you have these 4 sections of heavily padded air mesh. It's very comfortable and it's pretty thick that it gives you a nice air channel down the sides here. So right here, you do have your luggage pass through, and that's going to make it very easy to slide this on top of your luggage. I like that it's mounted in that orientation because most bags make you flip the bag on the side. I like when the bag's able to ride upright like that on the luggage. For the shoulder straps, you are using some air mesh just like they're using on the back panel here. Now, it's substantially less, but there are some padding here. The overall shape of the straps do have some kind of curvature to them to help with the overall comfort. On the front here, you do have these nylon tabs here so you can hang some, hand sanitizer or hang your sunglasses from. It does include an adjustable and removable sternum strap that utilizes those Woojin buckles. Easy clip with the magnetic, easy to remove. So that's pretty cool. I like me a magnetic sternum strap. So one cool feature about these shoulder straps is that they're easily removable. They're using these gated G-hooks at the top and at the bottom, so you can completely undo the straps if you need to. And you can also remove them from the top. But this back panel features an opening here where you can tuck these straps away. So I like that feature a lot because you can tuck these straps away when you're walking through, a crowded airplane trying to find your seat. You can tuck those straps behind there and utilize one of the carry grab handles to kind of navigate your way through the aisle. And without the straps in the way, you can easily slide this in and out from underneath your seat when you're traveling. So a cool little feature there. You can easily tuck the shoulder straps behind the back panel. Now, getting into the interior of the bag, it's going to consist of 3 different compartments. You're going to have your front admin compartment, your middle main compartment, and your back laptop compartment. So starting with that front admin compartment, it's going to be like a quarter zip. And it zips down to reveal this beautiful 200D ripstop nylon interior. You're going to have 2 large drop-ins here, 2 pen slots in the middle. And on the back of this padded sleeve is going to be for your larger devices, whether it be a larger iPad Pro, or you can even fit a second laptop. I have my 14-inch ThinkPad from work, and it will easily fit into that compartment there. So this is going to be a great option if you have to carry 2 laptops. So looking at this front pocket here, you are going to have 1 stretch mesh pocket up here, good for some smaller items. And below that, you're going to have 3 equal sized drop-ins. Now, it's one thing to note that if you're using a larger device like a second laptop, that the space in here gets kind of tight. So you're going to be kind of limited to the certain kind of items you're going to be able to pack in here. Now, moving over to the back laptop compartment, it's going to be a pretty simple compartment here. You're just going to have 1 small padded sleeve for your laptop or your larger iPad or any item like that. And above that, you're going to have this stretch mesh pocket here up top for some additional accessories. Now, I do have that 14-inch laptop loaded up in the front, but you can still load a 16-inch MacBook Pro in the padded sleeve. It will easily fit in this compartment as well. Now, do note that if you're using a very large machine like a 16-inch MacBook Pro, that this front pocket here becomes almost useless as the laptop pushes up against it. So if you wanted to put larger charging bricks or some AirPods or anything with considerable, size, it may push into your laptop. Again, it's just something to keep in mind if you're using a larger device, that it kind of eliminates the usage of this pocket. Now diving into the main compartment, it is going to be full clamshell. So that's going to make it real easy for you to pack and load this backpack out. Now it's one thing to note is if you're using that padded laptop sleeve with a large machine like a 16-inch MacBook Pro, it does push into the main cavity quite a bit. So you don't have a lot of depth already in the main compartment, so it makes it feel kind of tight if you're using one of those larger machines. So you'll see here along the back, you have more of that MOLLE webbing there where you can easily attach some of those pouches should you choose to mount them on the inside in case your EDC is a little bit lighter and you want to keep everything nice and neat. Now, what makes this a true Goldilocks bag is that this bag is perfect for a light travel. So I have here the Peak Design medium and small packing cubes. Now, even with I got those other pockets loaded up with laptops, I can put the medium cube there and I can keep the smaller cube up top. Now, this is more than enough space for a weekend getaway. I can usually travel for about 4 to 5 days with this medium and small Peak Design packing cube. So while it is snug, it fits nice in there. So on this front flap here, you're going to see the two pockets that we traditionally see on a lot of backpacks here. This bottom one's going to be a see-through stretch mesh, and the top one is not going to be see-through. They're almost divided equally, so you can fit some pretty good size items in both of them. But keep in mind, since these pockets share space with the front and they don't have their own dedicated volume, any larger items that you put in there are going to push into the main cavity, are also going to push against that back pocket. But that being said, with these flexible packing cubes here, you can easily load up some different toiletries and other items you may need for a simple travel, or just stick to using the modular pouches on the outside. And that's what I'm going to do. So let's go ahead and get this main compartment zipped up and attach those pouches onto the outside. So all the accessories that come as part of the reset system are going to be the same materials and hardware that you're going to find on the backpack. It's going to be that 1680D Cordura ballistic nylon and feature YKK AquaGuard zippers, and that's going to go for all of the pouches. On the back of these two pouches, you're going to have the YKK snaps that are used to attach itself to the MOLLE webbing of the laptop sleeve or the MOLLE webbing on the front of the backpack. So let's take a look at the laptop sleeve here to start with. Again, this can be used solo as a solo piece. You're going to have the MOLLE webbing here that's going to be for your attachments of pouches. And on the back, you're going to have a luggage pass-through. And you're also going to have connection points here at the bottom and at the top. These nylon connection points are going to be so you can hook the strap up here and kind of carry it in a tote configuration. Or you can hook the strap up in the corners and carry it more in like a messenger style configuration. It features one pocket zipper. It's going to be this area here. So this one's going to be left for your smaller items like pens or maybe a small notebook or something of that sort. So if you want to roll with this laptop sleeve as a solo piece, you may want to include the tech case with it so you can carry your charger, your Bluetooth mouse, and other accessories like that. So it's good that they added the option there for you to hook on a pouch to your laptop sleeve and carry it that way. The laptop sleeve is pretty padded. It features a grab handle up top, YKK AquaGuard zipper, nice padded, and it will accommodate a larger machine like a 16-inch MacBook Pro. So as you know, as many of you know, I don't have the 16-inch MacBook Pro, but I have my wood mock-up of a 16-inch MacBook Pro, and that easily fits pretty much in the entire pocket there. I wouldn't imagine you can fit anything else bigger. It's pretty snug. I would say the 16-inch MacBook Pro is going to be the biggest machine you can fit in there. The tech case here features a full clamshell opening here that allows you to open it flat so you can pack your cables and chargers and everything of that sort. It has one internal zippered pocket and one external zippered pocket, but they share space, so this pocket can get pretty tight depending on what you pack in here. Highly limited to your flatter items. Since there's no dedicated volume for either side, it's going to share space and kind of push against each other, so you got to be careful how you pack those two pockets there. On the inside, you have some elastic bands here for your cables, and you have two larger drop-ins on this side. So these larger drop-ins are pretty good size. It will accommodate the 65-watt big brick needed for the MacBook Pro, and you can carry two of those or some smaller chargers here. These elastic bands are quite nice, as you can. These are the larger cables for the MacBook and iPhone. This one here, I think it's like the 10-foot cord. Anyway, you can wrap these up and squeeze them into the elastic pretty easy. keep all your cables and everything organized. Again, you still have pockets here, more room to carry stuff, and it's going to fold nice and flat. You can still add more items in the external pocket. You are going to have nothing on the back. These clips are removable, but I like to leave them there so they don't get lost. So along the back, you are going to have these two nylon tabs, and that's where you're going to hook your accessory sling if you wanted to use this as a standalone sling when you're out and about. So your essentials case is going to be a little bit larger here. It's going to be more of a true like crossbody style bag. It's going to be, I would say, anywhere from 2.5 to 3 liters in size. It's going to have a 3/4 opening here, which gives you decent access into the inside. On the inside, you're going to have this padded back and this padded sleeve up front. No, the rest of the bag isn't padded. So this padded back sleeve and padded back is going to be perfect for your electronics, for your larger Kindle or your cell phone. Larger iPhone will fit easily down in that back side. And then on the opposite side, you just have 2 equal sized drop-ins. And I found those pretty decent for a backup battery there. And then if you're traveling, using this as a travel companion, as your on-flight sling, I have my travel wallet here that holds a passport and some currency, some cards, and that's perfect size to fit in this drop-in up front as well. And you still have plenty of room to include any more of your in-flight essentials. You can carry, this is my moleskin notebook, will fit easily in there. And a snack can be easily accommodated, some tissue, and some hand sanitizer, all for your in-flight essentials if you wanted to use this as an in-flight companion. You are going to be able to zip it up nice and neat and maintain that profile. Again, you still have a front pocket here that does feature a key leash where you can include your keys. This makes a pretty good, decent sling once you get to your location. And on the back, to make it a sling, you're going to have the same 2 nylon tabs that we saw on the smaller tech case. And you can just easily hook the accessory strap using the gated G-hooks here. Very simple and easy to make it into a sling. That'll make a decent crossbody when you're out and about once you reach your destination, or an additional case to carry equipment should you choose to mount this to the front of your Reset backpack. So to get these mounted on the front of the backpack, it's pretty simple. You just pinch this clasp open and it's as simple as that. Now you can use all 4 clips to attach it to the front. When I was testing it, I just used 2 clips and it seemed perfectly fine. But if you want that extra layer of security, it has 4 mounting points. So it's pretty simple. Once you pop open your clips, you have this dangly piece here. You can easily slide that dangly piece through the webbing. And then once it's in, you just snap. Easy as that. Like I said, I normally just ran 2 clips, but you can run 4 if you want to. That one's attached. Again, super simple to undo these clips. They open up just like so. And then you just slide that piece through the webbing. It may take you a couple of times to get used to sliding them in and out, but anybody can really do it. And once you got them in and connected, that's what your fully loaded reset system looks like. Now for reference, I am 5'10", and this is what the fully loaded backpack looks like on me. Like I said, it does include adjustable and removable sternum strap here, and the bag does come with all the web keepers and for all your dangle management and strap management to keep the bag looking nice and tidy. Now, the shoulder straps, the padding is pretty minimal, and it's going to be decent in most scenarios, but I found that extended periods of wear, especially with heavier loads, the bag did start to become a little bit uncomfortable. I would have liked to seen a little bit more padding on these shoulder straps here. So one of the things that I really enjoyed about using the Reset system from Rework is going to be the overall design and quality of the build. Choosing these materials, this 1680D ballistic nylon material and the AquaGuard zippers, YKK, everything put together in this single package here is going to make this bag extremely durable for almost any scenario. Now, I call this like a Goldilocks bag because this bag can easily turn in from an everyday carry to a light travel backpack. And I think with that overall design language, the bag looks really good in any of those scenarios. Now, whether it be work, travel, or school, the bag maintains a very clean aesthetic. Even though it has those rolls of MOLLE on the front and the attachment of the modular pouches, it still doesn't give off that very tactical vibe, and I feel very comfortable carrying this backpack into any of those scenarios. Which leads me to my next like about the Reset system from Rework, is its versatility. In the carry community, you hear the word Goldilocks bag thrown around a lot. And what a Goldilocks bag is a bag that can handle everyday carry, light travel, work, school, play. A bag that can do it all is often referred to as a Goldilocks bag. Now, I believe Rework got to as close to perfection as you can to a true Goldilocks bag. Now, 22-liter size is going to limit you a little bit as far as how much you can travel with, but for light weekend travel, it's going to be perfect. For school, it's going to be perfect. For work, if you're carrying 2 laptops for a work scenario, it's going to be perfect. Again, the versatility of this bag has been pretty awesome. Now, I've had this bag for several weeks. For 2 weeks, I used it in the traditional EDC for my work. After that, I transitioned this bag into my creator bag. Now it's going to house my drone, my DJI, my GoPro, my cables, chargers, hard drives, SD cards, and it's able to carry everything in creator mode just as well as it carried everything from my normal EDC loadout. So getting into some of the critiques I had about the bag, one of the main things is going to be the pocketing. While there's lots of pocketing and thoughtful internal organization, that I found that once I started using the bag and started packing the bag out, a lot of the pockets became unusable or very tight to use. The prime example is going to be that back pocket along the back wall here of the laptop compartment. If you're using a larger machine, a 16-inch MacBook Pro, it completely covers up that back pocket and there's almost no room to use in there. So if you did want to use that pocket, it's going to be limited to very slim items. So putting your charging brick or anything like that, not doable with the larger machine in there. And I found that to be the same scenario in the front admin pocket when using a larger device. If you have to carry 2 laptops or a larger notebook, larger iPad Pro or anything like that, since there's no dedicated volume for any of these pockets, it gets very tight. So even though I have 3 generous drop-ins down here at the bottom, it's going to be very tight to kind of make use of those pockets. Again, while it's awesome to have this stretchy pocket here, anything I put into there is going to push directly into this back pocket, which is already tight for my device. So again, I really love all the thoughtful organization and layout of the bag, but not giving it dedicated volume. I found all those pockets to be very tight to use in a real world situation. Thankfully, we had the addition of the modular pouches on the outside so I could easily attain some of my larger gear. I was able to put this bag on top of my desk and I can still access my larger charging bricks easily from the front of this bag. I just wish that I could utilize some of those pockets on the inside just a little bit more if they had their own dedicated volume. Another critique I had of the bag was the overall comfort of the shoulder straps. They do provide you with a thin layer of mesh here, but I found that when this bag is really loaded out, this bag can become a little bit uncomfortable for long extended periods of wear. And the way that the shoulder straps sat on my back, it felt like the backpack was kind of pulling away from me, almost like if I needed load lifters, which is kind of crazy. For a 22-liter bag, you shouldn't need load lifters, but it could be due to my poor posture or anything like that. But on me, with the heavily loaded backpack, the backpack seemed to want to pull away, and that led to a little bit of discomfort, especially when carrying this bag for long periods of time. So some final thoughts on the reset system from Rework. This is as close to a Goldilocks bags as I've ever gotten. Any situation that I put this bag into, it was able to perform pretty well. Now, when bag manufacturers try to make a jack of all trades bag, you usually end up with the master of none. And I believe the attempt here made by Rework is one of the best that I've ever seen in both an aspect of a true Goldilocks bags and a modular system, because some modular systems come off kind of gimmicky. And I think it was executed pretty well here with the use of the YKK clips and the MOLLE webbing as attachment, and the functionality of these bags on their own, being able to attach that accessory strap and use these as truly functional slings once you get to your destination, once you get to work. I can easily see this bag being successful in a number of applications. It can easily be a dad bag. You can load your wipes, your snacks. You can load the main compartment with the extra change of clothes. You have room for your kids' iPads. This can be successful as a light weekend travel, as we demonstrated here. And I know from personal experience, as an EDC, it's going to be a great option as well. So if you made it this far in the video, I want to say thank you. Please consider hitting like and subscribe and help me grow my channel. So what are your thoughts on the reset system from Rework? What do you think about the modularity aspect or the versatility of different use cases to make this a true Goldilocks bag? I think the bag looks pretty slick with the pouches connected up front, but that's just me. I would love to know your thoughts down in the comment. Drop me a line. I respond to every single comment. I want to say thank you to Rework for sending this backpack out for me to test. I'll drop a link to the product down in the description below. I am not an affiliate. I don't make no commission from sales. So if you choose to buy, do so at your own discretion. But thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting my channel. And I cannot wait to see you on the next review.